Welcome back. So we're gonna do some variables in this one. It'll be a lot quicker than the Java thing because uh, Python's pretty intuitive when it comes to different variable types. You kind of just declare them, the uh, and Python figures out what they are. We'll get started by just launching our shell. Um, make this a bit bigger. So we'll start off by just explaining that in Python, instead of in Java where you have to declare each data type, you can literally just assign variables a equals 5, b equals 3.333, c equals g, uh, d equals uh, hey there, and you can actually check to see what type they are. So there's no character for the string holds a character the same way that a char in Java holds a character. But we'll just do type a shows you type int, type b float, type c is a string, and type d is a string. So again, I did this in the last video, but didn't really explain it. You can then do some math if you so choose. You can do say a plus b equals 8.33. You'll see that a plus b is a float, so you can actually check the type of them together. You can also so we can do it this way where you have say integer I equals a plus 15, and then print I is 20, so we had a equals 5 plus 15, and check type on that. That is a integer. So it's a little more, I guess, simplified than other languages, as you can see. Again, you can, let's have h equals 13 plus 13, h 26, but you can't actually do the math before, so 13 plus 1 equals n. It's a syntax error, so you have to make sure you declare the variable name before doing the operation. Another thing to keep in mind is that variables can't start with a number. Um, Try to make your variable uh, names not too long for memory purposes, and they can't contain special characters except for the underscore, which is pretty universal across most languages. And what we'll do is also show you that it works for other uh, uh, operations. So a minus b equals 1.669, blah blah blah. Uh, a times h 130. That's just a, which is 5 times 26. Uh, we have the division, which is let's go, I divided by a equals 4, 20 divided by 5 equals 4. Um, what else? So yeah, there's like modulus. You can negate stuff. You can find like an absolute value. You can do stuff like exponents. So 2 to the 12. So you use the double star for an exponent. There are double asterisks for the exponent. Uh, show you that modulus. So 9 modulus 3 is 0, but 9 modulus 2 is 1. Uh, Another useful trick in programming is modulus by 2, just to check if it's even or odd. So an absolute value. So let's say we have a negative 12, 122. So the absolute value is 122. You can negate a number, so negative a equals negative 5. Trying to think what else. Again, like your simple order of operations is important, so a plus b. Let's actually just set a equals 5, b equals 4, c equals 3, d equals 2. So just to make it simple, in all integers, a plus b times c plus d. It's 45. So you're going to see that it works in the it works in the BEDMAS situation where it's adding the brackets together first inside the brackets in both of them. So it'll be 9 times 5, and 9 times 5 is 45. So just something to keep in mind. You can oh yeah, like integer division as well. It's kind of like in Java where it's like 1 divided by 2, you're going to get 0, not 0.5. But if you do like 1 divided by 2.0, or it'll convert it and actually make it. You can cast, I guess, 1 divided by float 2. You'll get the same thing. So just casting it. Let's get some room here. Yeah, it's basically the math. The math should be self-explanatory. This video is kind of just to introduce you to the variable types and let you know how they're used. It's not as syntax heavy as the other languages, but it's definitely going to make our lives easier, and that's why it's such a popular language. I enjoy it because of its simplicity. It's not as nitty gritty, but it can do nitty gritty stuff. And we'll go further into other operations using uh, variables, the math operations, all that sort of stuff in the next video. But for this one, I'm going to call it there. And that is variables, their types, how to declare them, how to use them in operations, show the different operation types. The next video will go over some operators like comparing, uh, um, doing some actual, maybe some uh, equations, going through the comparing operators, which are used to sort of make conditional statements, all that sort of stuff. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you took something away from it.